Were me and Farron approached for the major at all? Absolutely not. You know, I like listen. I don't know what's considered appropriate, but certainly when we were hiring people for E League, what we did was like, if somebody was kind of in the frame, like Yanko, for example, we let Yanko know ahead of time, like, listen, you know, we're not going to use you for this event. This is why, but you know, you're very much still in our thoughts. You're still on our list. So you know, just you know, thanks for understanding. So we did like give them like a little polite kind of heads up. So it wasn't like a crushing thing when the talent announcements went through. I don't know if you need to do that. I'm not saying you need to do that. I think maybe it would have been nice, you know, but at no point, and it wouldn't have made any difference. Like if I'd been approached to do this major, I 100% would not have gone to do it anyway. But I wasn't approached, and I wasn't even told we don't want to use you. So it was just like, you know, I had an inkling just by the words on the grapevine, but yeah, you know, they just didn't sort of do anything. Does any animosity towards Face extend to Dan and James? No, James is a fucking wonderful human being, and a guy that I wish I was closer to. We're very different people, but we always get along when we're together. So like me and James are very different. James is a doer. You know, James used to be a party guy, but as he got older, he moved away from partying. And now if you see, he's very active, loves to scuba dive, loves to go on holidays, loves to go on walks, loves to see things, loves to take photographs. You know, he's one of those live life to the full kind of guys. I'm still stuck in the Arrested Development, get fucked up and drink all the time phase. So, you know, we're not, you know, if me and James got together outside of work, he'd be like, oh, all right, Rich, do you want to go and
the years of content, Rich. All the best to you and Sam.
Thank you very much, Alex. Really appreciate the $20 donation. You know, so James would be like, you know, so Rich, you want to go scuba diving? And I'd be like, can't swim, James. And they'd be like, well, how about we go climbing up this big old mountain over here, Richard? And I'd be like, can't do it, James. I'm too hungover, mate, and I'm fat and I'm old. I'd be like, well, okay, bye. I'm gonna take Dan, and that would be the end of that. So, yeah, we're just different people in that sense, and there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Like, no, you know. So, thanks as well. Subs coming through. I know while I've got this big screen up, the subs don't show. So, thank you to Varen Aplis. 15 months in a row. Thank you very much. CSGO Esports, when the fun stops, stop, he says. Thank you. WAP Lam TP, thank you for the 8 months in a row. Love the stream, Rich. Is there another silver cast coming soon? It's a shame not to your cast very often. Quite possible. Probably not during the major, though, because I really need to save my energy. You know, a lot of long days and getting up super early and stuff. So thank you very much. And thank you there, Cinec TV, for the cheers. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, I can't swim. Yeah, I can't swim. I mean, I won't drown if you put me in the water. But, yeah, like I never learned how to swim as a kid because we didn't have access to a pool. You know, there wasn't any pools in the shit little mining town I grew up in. So not really a swimmer. How does it work? Talent are just contacted. There's no applying process. Yeah, I mean, how it works, sweetheart, is basically you just get contacted. You know, you have an inkling. They'll usually ask you ahead of time. Say, hey, like, we got these events coming up on these dates. You might even get block booked like that. But it's literally just an email or a phone call. Do you want to work this event? Occasionally, for me, because, you know, it'll be Skype or Discord. And I've just said no to pretty much everything over the past 18 months. I had a lot of offers to do a lot of events, not the major, but other events. And I've just said, like, guys, you know, I ain't about that life no more. So players are in warm-up, right? Let's go. Let's go.
When Maria takes over as a producer, maybe IRL show with Sam as a guest. Smile, gonna look at the merch store now. Sorry for the pitiful dono.
Listen, brother, thank you very much for the donation, and you don't need to apologize for the donation being pitiful. You know, it's not like I need the money. I really appreciate everybody who chips in when we're doing streams like this. So, no amount is pitiful, because it's better off in your pocket than mine, in my opinion. Check out the merchandise store. You know, we got good merch. If you find something that you like the looks of, definitely go for it and pick it up. You'd be helping us out. But yeah, just obviously, you know, much love and thanks very much. And yeah, Sam as a guest on the show, that could be an interesting thing. We got to do 2 interviews this month anyway for the Rivalry sponsorship, so we're just thinking about who that might be. Would I do TI if I was approached? I don't think that would ever happen, Matt. I think it's a little bit tone deaf because of the loader thing. I wouldn't rule out doing a DOTA event, but I don't know if you can have me at the world's big, you know, the celebration of the Dota 2 community, and then have a guy who had an altercation with a beloved Dota player there. I honestly don't think that's fair on the community to have that kind of rubbed in their face. So I wouldn't get asked, but I think on that basis I would obviously turn it down as well. So next BTN's coming as soon as Duncan's cold goes away, so I don't know when that'll be, but soon. Yeah, and I know Loda stepped away from Dota. I saw him. He came to my event when we did the PUBG event because he's the manager for Alliance, and we saw each other, and it was okay. So you know. Thank you there for the sub, the UDK, and you GL Trombetta. Really appreciate it. Do the same mental thing Thorin has done and interview yourself. Nah, you know, I'm available for interviews. I've done like 2 interviews, like 2 really long interviews, long form interviews that never saw the light of day. Like one was with Lycan, the other was with James Banks, and both of them just never came out. Lycan, I think because we left it too long and we had to edit some bits and pieces in it. The James Banks one, Unicorn, who he was working for at the time, they didn't like some of my answers to the questions and they basically buried the interview. So I've been less inclined to do like long form interviews because I've been kind of burnt a couple of times. But you know, if I'm usually available for that kind of stuff. So. Cheers for the subs as well. Just a boy on one of many jacks. Oh, one of many jacks. 14 months in a row. Thank you very much, dude. Right. Ooh, that's mega loud. Why is that so loud? Yep, thanks for the cheers, Prophet X-Man. What do I think about TyLoo potentially reaching the Legend stage? I think they can do it. I mean, it's probably a bit of a bridge too far, but I guess we'll find out. Thanks for the Twitch Prime there as well, PDA, for 4 months in a row. Thank you. And 7 million people on Earth. Thank you, too. How about will TyLoo beat Renegades? Oh, it'll be close. It'll be close because they know each other like so intimately. This will be like 16-13, something like that. Yeah, I gotta turn that down. Thanks for the cheers. Windows 10 always has a trap card ready. Yeah, you're right. And yeah, let me know. Are all the subs and everything coming up? Thank you, Liberius, and thank you, Verco. Really appreciate those subs there. Refresh Go TV. I'm way behind. Okay.
They need a lot of light, those. They're low lights.
Thoughts on Maniac potentially working more events? I think he will. I think we've got like a really good embarrassment of riches now when it comes to like ex-pro players that you can pick from. So you have you have basically like Chad, obviously Sponge, one of the top dogs. Sean Gares is in there. You know, Maniac's in there, obviously. Like, we got an embarrassment of riches now in terms of ex-pros coming through that can do a great job, like, on the desk. So, yeah, I think it'll be tough, but Maniac will definitely get more work if he wants it because he's really smart, really articulate, just great at what he does, so. Wait, what? What's he talking about? What does he need a medic for? Oh, right, match medic. Fucking hell. Thought something was going on there. Like, Jesus Christ. How do I feel about Threat being hired for the major, even though he's been inactive for a couple of years? I don't think Threat's been inactive for a couple of years. I think that's an exaggeration. Threat's knows the face of guys really well. They know him really well. They know that they have good rapport with him. So I have no problem with him being hired whatsoever. You know, every tournament organizer is going to have their own preferences. So. Just 1 second, guys. I'm just going to quickly take a pee, actually. I've been on stream chugging water for too long, so be right back. So there you go. As you can see, TyLoo winning the pistol. Ben Tet, as I called back when Henry was on the call, said Ben Tet will not have 3 bad days in a row. So. Do you know what TOs made Vince definitely retire from casting? It wasn't tournament organizers. You know, for example, he had a great relationship with DreamHack in particular, who put a lot of faith in him. They were very happy to have him do finals and really give him that, you know, kind of push back into the first tier. So it wasn't anything like that. I mean, you know, Vince isn't an unrealistic guy. He's not an egotist. I don't think he knew... I don't think he expected, rather, to be doing the major. So, you know, he's not upset about that. You know, in the same way I'm not, like, upset that I didn't get asked, you know, and I don't know how Duncan feels about it. Can't speak for him. But, you know, we understand the nature of the business. Everybody's different. Everyone's got personal preferences, and you know, for me, I would, you know, maybe it's nice to see Vince there. Vince is also in that issue. You know, got that issue. Everyone else is a duo. Vince doesn't have a duo. So what do, right? And it's Anders and Moses, Henry and Sato, James and DDK, and Vince. So that's always going to be a problem. And honestly, it's just like what Vince said. He fucking hates traveling. He fucking hates traveling. If you hate traveling in this business, you're going to have a bad time. So, cheers for the sub there, Ipit. I appreciate it. RLW, what does that stand for? 16 months as well. RLW. Richard Lewis Wub, maybe? You wub me, is that what you're trying to say? Also, remember what I said to Henry, that if Renegades played TyLoo on Inferno, TyLoo would win. This is one of their better maps, so... cheers for the sub there as well, Cono282. Yeah, TyLoo have been real lucky. People keep playing him on Inferno. I don't know why. Nice. Do I think too many casters and players get sleep deprivation from the extensive traveling? I'll tell you firsthand, guys. The traveling is absolute fucking cancer, and it's not just the traveling; it's the fucking long days you do. So think about it: you come into an event like jet lagged, or you've done a long flight and traveled all day, spent a night in a hotel, which on the first night isn't like real rest. You go into an early call time. Typically, the first day is the longest, so you work like a 12, 14-hour day, day one. And then you go home, you get like 6-7 hours sleep if you're lucky. Early call time. And already your body is breaking down. Already your throat is sore. Already your immune system is compromised. Then you're walking around an event. You're shaking hands with people from Russia, from China, getting exposed to germs that you haven't been exposed to before. People are bringing colds and sniffles from all over the world and just throwing them in your face. And you're getting about 4 to 6 hours sleep every night while you're doing it. All the grapefruit juice in the world ain't going to fucking stave off land plague, you know? Oh shit, are we just watching banter? My bad. And go ask anybody who regularly attends LANs about land death, land plague. You know, it's got different names. Yeah, it's not good. It's fucking really bad. It fucking wrecks you. Hey, thanks a lot, Manakino. Good to see you again, buddy. Been a while. Yeah, managed. Yeah, land death. And like you say, when I bring up people coming from all over the world, obviously it's not like to imply that people from all over the world are, you know, have more germs than Westerners. It's just that if I fucking talk to somebody, you know, from down the road, we probably been exposed to the same kind of germs. If I get exposed to a cold from Russia, I've not been exposed to it. My immune system can't fight it off, and immediately you get sick. So arriving at an event in advance would be good. But then, for tournament organizers, the costs of doing that skyrocket. Because you've got to fly me out there, then put me up in a hotel for an additional 2 days. So, yeah, and in terms of how you feel, it's a lot better when you do have two crews. Right, hang on, a JKS here. What's he going to do? Oh, he's blind as a motherfucker here, like... and somehow got away with it, and then absolutely shit the bed. Definitely had a chance for a kill there. Like, they've run into a... Like, TyLoo there ran into, like, a pretty decent crossfire. Flash has wrecked everybody, but... And DD's just cleaning up, and then it's all on you still, so don't hold your breath for this. But yeah, it's way better when you switch out 2 crews. It's way better, dude. You just get so much more rest. Like, you cannot understand how rare 8 hours of sleep at an esports event is. Right, here we go. Is he going to try and get on a defuse here, do you think? Ooh. That's as well played as you could hope for in that situation. Like, just being able to get a kill in an AK definitely helps for the next round, so... Pretty cerebral play there from you, Stillo. It's pretty good. Yeah, I saw the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale mode trailer. It's pretty funny. Any plans to get BT TV emotes on the channel? I don't know, Simon, dude. Or Simeon, sorry. I don't know. These are all, like, questions for young, hip, full-time streamers. And I'm just an old guy who streams in his spare time currently, so... Who knows, man? Do you think it would make sense for the $500 pistols? Yeah, I might have to take this Discord overlay off, but I don't know how to do it. All right, there we go. Do I still want to do interviews with pros? Yeah, well, like, I'm always up for that. All the pros have to do is just, you know, hit me up. If people have something to say, I'm there, you know. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't. Why is that coming up? I just turned that off, though. Right, there we go. I'm an idiot. I pressed the wrong button. So yeah, do I think TyLoo can make a deep run at the major? Not a deep run, but I think they can make it past this stage for sure. Is there any one interview that I'm really proud of? I don't know. I thought the Dazed and Steel, the Mo one was good because we talked pretty intimately. You know, I've interviewed a lot of people down the years. I mean, there's interviews going way back when that I did. There's a good In Control interview from StarCraft back in the day. I've done a couple of good ones with Too Good, you know, and just... Do players like Ustillo and Dead Fox justify their place in their respective teams? Absolutely not. Dead Fox maybe, because at least Hellraisers are on an upward trajectory. Oh, that's some vintage nifty shit there, like. That is vintage nifty shit now. Get this player out. Get him out of this team. Still alive as well. Yep, did enough. They had to press hard. As if Nifty just fucking rocked up and basically won him around single-handedly with a fucking hold on that bomb site, like. But yeah, you know, like, I did a lot of interviews. I was known for my interviews. That was like before podcasts and me being a host. I was known as the interview guy. So a lot of the interviews you'll find should be pretty good. Is there anyone I'd really like to interview that I haven't yet? Again, I don't know. I'm like, you know, I think when you think about things that way, you shut yourself off to a lot of fucking possibilities. Like, I've interviewed people that I didn't necessarily have high expectations about and got really good content out about it. I've interviewed people that I was like really hyped to do and thought was going to be good, and the interviews were terrible. So, what team would I put banter on if I had the chance? It's a good question. Let's say NRG. Put him on that team. Watch that team become absolute god tier. Can I elaborate on the old round systems? How old round systems it worked in older CS, and which one I think was the best? Well, the game started. I mean, there was like various iterations. When we were kind of defuse only, because before that we even played hostage maps, right? Because you had to, and you had like what they call co rules, like charge only rules. So it was like only the CT rounds counted in the score. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I can barely even remember the fucking format for that. Then we had MR12. MR12 was insane because it was 12 rounds, but the round time was like 3 minutes long. So rounds were super long, super drawn out. Everybody stayed in spawn for like the first minute of the game. It was really, really dull. Then we moved to MR15, which is like what we have now pretty much. But there was a brief period of time where there was argument about MR9. Which of course is first to 10 wins. So and that was what used in the CGS, and it was like start with max money, first to 10. It was pretty exciting, fast paced. Games were shorter. There's still an argument for that to be a valid format. I'd like to see a tournament using that format with the current teams that we've got. So. Yeah, there's Excurate just wrecking people. Been TyLoo's best player at this major so far, and it hasn't even been close. So, but yeah, I'm the same. I hate pistol rounds in best of ones. I don't have an issue with pistol rounds in best of threes. Best of ones, they have too much impact on the game. Like, maybe that's a way to think about it. You should have a different format for best of ones. Do we think players would welcome format changes? Players don't welcome change at all, as a rule. Even when they complain about changes, usually when they get them, they complain. So, I mean, that's just players, right? Change means practice. Practice means work. Or rather more work, in addition to all the work you're already doing. So it's not in a player's interest to embrace change, How do you make best of one fairer? Well, I mean, just for me, I would start with something like 10k starting money, just right there, so it's buy rounds right off the start. Nice headshot there from Nifty, and a double. I mean, to get 2 kills out of that, they were super unlucky that they did, ran into TyLoo went to the non-stacked site, which basically gives them a free plant. But like Nifty getting 2 kills there is actually giving them a chance of like winning the round, especially with CZs here on the retake. Like they need to send someone apps, even just to draw people out in the pits. Like you can't. Like they've got to smoke for quad. Yeah, that's why you had to send someone apps. You see. Keep that Oprah up there busy, but whatever. 7-1 to TyLoo. Looking good, aren't we, boys? It's almost as if I watched this game. What do I think about Steam TV? there's nothing to think. I think it makes perfect sense for Steam and Valve to move into that area and try some stuff out. But like a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be a new rival to Twitch. I don't think Valve are ever going to fucking like put monetization methods in and try and attract big streamers. I don't think they really care about that. It's just a way to broadcast their games to the casual viewer. And I think if you're a developer, yeah, you should absolutely have your own streaming platform. So. How do I feel about Sponge coming up as an analyst? Yeah, I mean, he's just top tier. I mean, he's one of the best in the game, if not the best. So balances insight and entertainment. Perfect choice for if you're limited. Get you a man who can do both, right? And Chad's that guy. Do I think TyLoo should go international? Have banter, Execute, and 3 free agents? No, not necessarily. I don't know if it makes sense for a Chinese org to do that. I think it would be really frowned upon domestically to have no Chinese players in TyLoo. It would make way more sense for an international team to buy Execute and banter. And TyLoo would sell them, I think. So... Do I know you were close with a Dutch Fnatic CSS team? Any chance you'll ever interview a guy like Exertion on your show? Yeah, I kept in touch with him for as long as I could. We're all grown up now. I talked to Milan a couple of years back. He was working as a photographer and a model. He'd done some advertising campaign for washing machines, I think it was, in Holland. Great guy, lots of good memories, lots of good stories. I just don't know if it would find an audience because the problem you've got is nobody knows anything about Source, really, and Source history. And even if people did know those teams and know...
Hey, the Nip vs Astralis match is amazing. It got me thinking, do you know what the record is for odds for matches at a major? Also hope you've been doing well, man.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Why is it doubled up like that? And it's massively loud. Like, what has happened? That fucking Windows update has just fucked everything, guys. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'd just like to say, like, fuck me, like. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. That was fucking crazy. What was that, dude? Where's the volume? Right, okay. Volume. No, but that says it's only at 10%. Is it this? That's the problem. No, what the fuck? It just shouldn't be that loud. It's like on 8 volume. I don't understand, guys. Windows is gangster tripping, dude. Alright, well. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Maybe I fixed it, maybe not. Hang on. I don't even remember the question now. What was it? What was the question? Hang on. Oh, longest OT in Major history. Longest OT in Major history was Flipside versus Mouse Sports, and it was an awful game as well. That was the longest OT in Major history. The longest OT in Minor history was the one in Europe, in Bucharest, where it was... Whoa! What is going on with the noises, man? Yeah, this is insane. This Windows update has just made everything loud as fuck, dude. There you go. It's like, set my default volume to 100. Like, holy shit. What is going on? Right, anyway. I can't remember what it was. It was DD Net or DD... The Swedish team, and they had Disco Doppler on it. And it was, fuck. I should know that off the top of my head. But that was insane. That was like 8-9 overtimes or something. It was ridiculous.
Testing audio levels. Sorry for the ear rape. Negative Ghost Rider. Negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, now we've just got a slight echo with it all. So I don't know why. I don't know why it's coming through twice, but we'll get it. We'll get there. Yeah, Den DD. That was it. Den DD and Pixel Fire or something. Yeah, and that was insane. That was just insanely long. So there you go. That wasn't that loud, guys. That wasn't that loud at all. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm still having less technical issues on Face It, but yeah, that game was fucking insane because it wasn't super high quality, but it was like fucking. It just kept going and going and going and going. Have I seen Chad's tweet? No. What did he say? Oh, we're back in the game. And is Vince here? Oh, there we go. Oh, lag. Okay. Yeah, so I think Vince is going to drop by the stream in a bit. We'll see. What is occurring here? This is fucking hard to watch, isn't it, guys? Do I think the top three agents at the moment should band together and make a team of Scream, Keo, FNS, JDM, and Rubino? I mean, that team would take a lot of work to make work, but it's possible. Howdy, watching you from bed at the moment. Feel rough. Lanades kicking in. Sorry to hear it, buddy. Drop by if you don't get Lanades. Duncan's got Lanades. Henry's dropped by. He was all right. So... what is going on with this fucking game, dude? Henry isn't currently at the LAN, no. He doesn't turn up to the major till the 12th. Opinion on Artifact's launch and future. It's going to be huge. It's a Valve game, so it's got that. It's going to be amazing. It's got the Dota IP, so every Dota player is going to give it a try. And as I said, I mean, Valve have took making this game really seriously. They got the guy who designed the original Magic the Gathering to come in. I think it's going to be amazing. All the early reports and reviews are all like mega glowing and positive. Yeah, there's still been a lot of delays today, Vincey boy, unfortunately. So, is that how dejected I looked? Fucking hell, it's like attending a funeral, sponge. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I say, it was never in doubt for me that TyLoo were going to beat Renegades. I mean, obviously, there's still long distance to go now, and these breaks are going to help Renegades maybe find some positivity. But right now, I mean, look, you know, That's the second time they've basically Swedish ecoed. They've just like ran down mid and tried to get some kills. And it's like, listen, pistols are strong in this game. You don't need to fucking do that. You can hold a bomb site with pistols if you want. So, just really fucking embarrassing performance. Did I watch TyLoo Optic? Yeah, we watched it on Vince's stream yesterday. And it was chaotic, and TyLoo should have won. They should have won in that second overtime when they went 3-0 up. They really shit the bed there. Not impressed by Optic at all. Don't think Optic are going to win today against Hellraisers, so... Like, VP were always going to go 0-3. I was really surprised when I saw Duncan's predictions. Like, when he comes on the stream, I'm definitely going to ask him about that. Because having them get through, I thought, was just insane. But they were always 0-3 for me, and I had Renegades doing really badly as well. I think, like, pretty much the two worst teams at the event at this stage. Obviously, Space Soldiers, because of the hardstyle incident. Thank you very much for the sub there, Rekav Consteam. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to try and do alternate streams every day and just get people who aren't at the major to come on and hang out. And if it's just me, it's just me. I'm not going to cast because that would be too exhausting, especially as I'm going to be starting at like 1, 2 a.m. every morning here. But, you know, it's just going to be talking about stuff, answering questions with the game on in the background, you know. So here we go. This is a round for Renegades here. And again, vital pick there from Nifty to get the pick onto Excurate, who's been going off like a fucking firecracker. Ooh, somebody gonna get a fucking plant here for free. Gonna use that smoke. You know, this is actually suddenly a winnable round. Like, that might have been a bit of a rush of blood there from Nifty, but I understand why he's got to get the AWP on it pretty quick. Is he? No. No fucking way. Is he doing a long rotate? This is insane. If this works, this is insane. If this works, this is fucking insane. Oh my god. Oh, and then he shit the bed. Oh god, he won it. He won that round and then he potatoed. No! Still won it. No kit. Oh, God, that is an awful fucking round. That is an awful round, dude. Renegades, come on. Oh, Lord. Cheers for the... Cheers, drunk ship. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, get me out. Like, oh, I want to be sick. That's how bad Renegades are. That's how bad Renegades are right there. Thanks for the sub there, Cryptics. Holy fucking garbage, dude. Oh, God. My mind is blown. It's still dark outside where I am. It's 5 a.m. and my mind is blown. Oh, good lord. Lambrini or White Lightning? Probably White Lightning, honestly. Any suggestion on how to fix VP? There is no fixing VP because there is no VP, brother. VP's over. They should just get a new team. Yeah, me and Duncan might do some casting. As I said, Duncan's got a cold at the moment, so maybe we'll do some casting. Like, you know, we'll set up a play-by-play thing. But for now, I'm just going to talk. I'm coming down with a little bit of a sniffle. My throat's a little bit hoarse. You know, we talked all day yesterday and day before, so. VP might get a CIS lineup. Yeah, it's possible. Plenty of opportunities out there. That would be the logical... way to handle it, lots of good players playing at lesser organizations. So, Virtus Pro, that's the region they're known for before they went Polish. Oh, Jacob. I mean, at this stage, like, you know, I know they got a timeout here, but, like, I don't know if Face It want to send in an admin and just be like, listen, Renegades, do you want to just call it? Do you want to just call this? Because this isn't helping anybody. You know, you still always having a nightmare again. Like, Space Soldiers can play in the Asia Minor. Is that true? Like, I don't know what you're even talking about in a timeout like this. Like, yeah, guys, this is really fucking bad. We just lost one of the worst round that was played at the Major. Oh, what were my thoughts on the Nipistralis game? I thought it was the best game in the Major so far. You think North will make it into the new Legend stage? No, I don't, actually. I got North losing today. Like, you just got to feel sorry for Nifty at this point. Best whiskey? Ooh, I mean, that's another great kill. Like, Nifty's had Excurate, like, on fucking toast today. Like, best whiskey? It's tough. I'm still on a big Japanese tip, but there's some other ones out there. Nice. Yeah, this round's over. If I was TyLoo here, I'd probably just call... I mean, I know you like 10-1 up, but I'd honestly just save the guns anyway. I mean, now that I've said that, they'll probably win, right? They got 20 seconds. So if they're going B, they gotta go. Oh. Nice. What was that peek from JKS there? Like, how's he got away with it? I'm just gonna fucking peek and AWP with a flash out. Yeah, round's over. They should have just saved, really. It was silly giving them a gun. So what else have we got here in the questions? What do I think of RuneScape as an esport? Come on, dick in ass. Come on, mate. Grow up. Have I heard anything about a new French squad? Not really. I think there's still lots up in the air about that. A lot of contracts and stuff. So I'll tell you something, dick in ass. I watched a video where they did a RuneScape tournament. It was that big one where everyone was playing. It was fucking stupid. It was fucking stupid. I don't know how anybody could follow what was going on. The commentators sounded like they were fucking brain damaged. It was awful. It was really awful. It was just like literally like just fucking 8-bit pixelated wizards all just firing at shit. And a guy was just going, there's damage, and they've got the damage there, and they got the thing with the damage, and that's going to come into the... I was just like, what is this? Like, what is this? How's anyone ever fucking thought this was okay? Yeah, and let's not forget, RuneScape has produced some of the most fucking unintentionally hilarious Twitch streamers of all time, right? Should be another round for TyLoo here. Fast rotate from Jacob. He's going to hold, wait for the cavalry, but They're gonna get a free plant here. Smoke down. Gives away his position. So safe plant for banter, and then GG. Do I know what's going on with Flamey? Didn't hear anything specific. I think it's just the same old problem. Like, Flamey doesn't like getting fucking shouted at and raged at by people on his team. And unfortunately, you know, Zeus in particular has a problem with that. So I don't identify as a rune sexual. No, I don't. I saw the clip of Gross Score the other day, where he was he spilt water on his keyboard and was going, look at my keyboard, look at my keyboard, look at my keyboard, like over and over again. It's like, yeah, if keyboards get wet, dog, like, guess what happens, brother? Like, it's even Razer replied to him, like one of the execs that I know from Razer replied to him going, yes, electricity and water do not mix. Like it was obviously mind-blowing for Gross Score, like. And look at the keyboard. Look at the keyboard. So yeah, that was just ridiculous. Me and Sam have been. Can I change your view model to classic? Why? What's wrong with this view model? Where would I do that? It's in settings. Just view model preset pos 3. Okay. All right, there you go. Is that better? What's up with journalists attacking Elon Musk? You know what's up with him. They found out he donated to the GOP. He donated to the Republican Party, so that's that. He's now fair game. He donated to the Republican Party and, crucially, said he thinks journalists are biased pieces of trash. So they're like, now, if you ever criticize journalists these days, they just act like a fucking cartel of lunatics and just run hit piece after hit piece after hit piece on you until you lose everything you have. And they call that public interest journalism. Journalists are absolute scumbags these days. I'm ashamed to be one. I'm ashamed to have been one. I saw him on the Joe Rogan show. You know, I caught some, you know. And it's just like, imagine liberals trying to make out it's bad that he smoked weed. When liberals have been pushing legalized marijuana for decades. Elon Musk smokes it. Should a CEO of a tech company be smoking a blunt while being investigated for market manipulation? Who gives a fuck? I thought it was good. You know, they will demonize you for doing shit that they said was all right a week ago. You know, and you'll see this all the time. Like, you'll bring up a CNN headline, and it'll be like, why Obama bringing in this law is a good thing. And then Donald Trump will, you know, say he supports that law, and they'll go, Donald Trump supporting this law is an attack on women. It's like, come on, guys, this is too transparent. Anyone with an IQ above 20 can see what you're doing. Jesus, you're an idiot. What the fuck? How am I an idiot? What have I said that's idiotic there? It's all demonstrably true. This is all demonstrably true. This is an observable phenomenon. Right, 12-3 on the T side of Inferno. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, legalize marijuana, the reason that all these states are super keen to legalize it is they've just realized your, you know, the fucking tax revenue and what you can spend it on is They did it in Colorado. This is why it took off. Colorado did it and then published like a white paper or whatever the fuck, showing that the tax revenue they generated from 1 year of legalized marijuana was enough to pay for 2 years of the school system. So and then all these other states that had historically been against the legalization of marijuana were all like, did we ever mention that we love the ganja, man? So, what was that? It's all about tax dollars. That's what's hilarious, the fact that the government are legalizing it not based on the fact that it should be legal as a personal freedom, but they're legalizing it because they can put massive taxes on it and make money. Yes, got there in the end, banter. Oh, nice. Oh, well, looks like they're going to get the pistol, so drag this out a little bit longer, I guess. Yeah, I heard something about what happened in Oregon with the legalization of weed, that they bungled it a little bit. Like, out here in Nevada, the tax on weed is insane. Running a dispensary out here is a license to print money. So... Got any stories from Bristol? I once went drinking with a biker guy who got... He got carved up with an axe. And he showed me all his scars. That was pretty good. He was like from some ex-biker gang. Some dude who walked into a bar and just took an axe to the back of his head and his back. And he took off his jacket. All his teeth had been smashed in. He had false teeth. Geezer called Tom. And, he showed me he had, like, these huge fucking, like, probably is about, like, a good 6-inch scars. And he had, like, a dozen of them on his back of his neck, back of his head. It had all just missed his brain stem, his spine. Like, this guy had basically somehow whiffed with every killing blow. And he lived and was just drinking in Bristol one day. Will they ever make weed legal in the UK? Yeah, and it probably is in about 10, 15 years, because they're idiots. They're still saying that weed causes fucking schizophrenia in the UK. They're still running off outdated medical papers. The UK, its drug policy is a joke. Remember that fucking, for a brief period of time, for about 6 months, magic mushrooms were classified the same as heroin and cocaine because they ran out of time at the classification meeting. So they just rubber stamped, right, what's left? Psychedelic, psilocybin, mushrooms, truffles. Right, we'll all make them class A because it's just easy and safe. And they just didn't even have the debate about it. That's a true story. You can fucking Google that. That's the fuck-ups that are classifying drugs in the UK. They literally ran out of time and made them a Class A controlled substance. Yeah, truffles. If you don't know, when mushrooms were outlawed in Holland in particular, how they get around it now is a mushroom grows above ground. A truffle is a fungus that grows under the ground. So a truffle is not a mushroom. So basically, when you go to Holland now, Amsterdam, you don't buy magic mushrooms, you buy truffles, and they're pretty strong. So another pause, of course. Have I been upset with a technical deficit? Face it. I mean, listen. It's probably not politically expedient or sensible to say this, but I honestly think this has been an embarrassingly low standard. There have been other majors that at this stage have had these levels of problems, but this is, whatever, day 3, day 4, day 3. And we're still having, phantom footstep tech issues. We're still having disconnects. The stream's still going out. These are the little gremlins that really should be ironed out by now. It doesn't bode well for the big event, but it could be. They've put so much focus onto the big event and the stadium and the content that, you know, this first week is going to be garbage and trash. But so far, it doesn't look like a major. It doesn't feel like a major. I don't think the set is particularly impressive. It looks cheap and tacky for me. You know, the video, like stingers and title sequences that they have for it don't look particularly great. So yeah, haven't really been impressed so far, honestly. And Reddit obviously are just gonna fucking, like, Face It could just shit in your mouth if you're a Redditor, apparently, and tell you, do you like that delicious chocolate ice cream? And everyone would go, yeah, oh, thanks, Face It, yes. Can I have more of that chocolate ice cream? Oh, it's got hazelnuts in. Oh, Face It, you're the best. I love this ice cream. That's pretty much fucking Reddit in a nutshell, right? Thanks for the cheers. Oozga2. That's a little too graphic. Sorry. It's an adult stream. Like, what do you expect? Oh, tell me more about FPL players and how you have made every young player in the scene. Face It. Oh, more ice cream. All right. Oh, yeah, this is delicious. ESEA are terrible. ESL are terrible. I put it this way: if this was an ESL major, ESL would be getting crucified. ESL would be getting crucified. You know, this isn't as bad as Game in Paradise. This isn't as bad as Counterpit. This isn't as bad as the Zotac, right? But we're running out of fucking comparisons now. We're running out of comparisons now. And that should be worrying everybody because it's a fucking major. You know, the only other major that I think's had this level of tech issues was PGL in Krakow. Yeah, or the the Blast. Yeah, okay, forgot about the Blast. Blast Pro Series. My bad. Have I seen Breaking Bad? Sorry, yes. CS deserves me. You've asked this question several times and I've ignored you. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a streamer, especially at this time in the morning. But have I seen Breaking Bad? Yes, absolutely. Watched it through several times. I think it's an amazing TV show. It's a TV show that's got a little bit devalued for me over time. Like, I understand how it becomes a bit more unrealistic and stuff as it goes on now. Whereas when I watched it for the first time, I was like caught up in the moment. You know, like watching every episode every week was like a regular thing. Me and all my mates would get together and we'd fucking crack a few beers and watch it in perfect silence. You know, but it's definitely not as good as The Wire. It's not as good as The Sopranos. But it's pretty fucking good. So yeah, you should watch it if you get a chance. Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad by a million miles. Like, fucking Game of Thrones is trash. Game of Thrones, the writing after season 1 is on a par with your average daytime soap. It is garbage. Absolute garbage. Yeah, Generation Kill's good. Obviously, David Simon did that too. So, it's, yeah, watch that. Shield was good. Again, though, you got to get through those first 2 embarrassing seasons where it's like really cringeworthy, I would say. Like the first season has some really dodgy bits. Like the pilot of The Shield, right? You have this scene where they're trying to interrogate a pedophile, and they've got a guy like fucking trying to interrogate him. Dutch, I think it is. It's been a long time since I watched the pilot. And they send in Vic Mackey, who's this big tough guy, corrupt cop, and the pedophile goes, "Well, what are you, the bad cop?" And Vic Mackey goes, "I'm a different kind of cop." And he starts putting things on the desk. I'm actually making it sound better than it is. It's pretty cringe. And he puts like a phone book, and he puts a bottle of whiskey, and he puts like a Stanley knife. And the fucking the pedophile goes, "What are those for?" And he goes, "This is what I'm gonna use to get you to tell me where the girl is." And he goes, "You can't do this. I know my rights." And then he just smashes him round the face with the fucking phone book. And like breaks his nose, and then it just fades to black. And then the next scene, Vic Mackey just walks out and goes, "This is the address where the girl is," and he just gives it to Dutch. And it's like, it's so fucking over the top. And then at the end, when he kills fucking Terry, the other cop, and shoots him in the face, which is the whole thing. He's a cop who killed a cop, and he's trying to get away with it.
There would be a 4K upvoted shit on Harsey tweet on Reddit about how shit the Major is, if it was an ESL Major.
You're absolutely right, Will the Fish. That's absolutely right. But anyway, he kills this other cop, Terry, at the end. And as he shoots him in the face, Kid Rock's playing. He goes, "Ba with a ba ba ding ba dang diggy diggy ding with the ding up jump the boogie." And it's like, he's just shot a police officer in the face. Why is Kid Rock playing? Like, come on, dude. Like, this is like the whole emotional crux of the series. Ba with a ba ba ding ba dang, dude. Like, get me out, dude. So yeah, the fucking first season of The Shield is fucking ass. Like, you gotta watch it to get to know all the characters, but like, it's pretty fucking bad. Oh, and then yeah, the fact that Michael Chiklis is as fat as me by like season 4 or 5, like he's so out of shape. And he's still trying to be a tough guy. Like season 1, you can see he's like a stocky guy. He has got a gut, but he's strong up top. You can imagine him like putting a beating on someone. By like season 5 and 6, he's like a little tubby bitch. And there's a scene where he fucking he tries to get Forrest Whitaker's character to attack him, and he goes, "I'll tell you one thing I do know: your wife's pussy tastes like sweet, sweet butter, right?" And I'm just looking at this fat dude. It's like you probably just drink sweet, sweet butter, you know. So yeah, Michael fucking Chiklis is not in great shape towards the end of that season. So, but it's a great TV. It's great entertaining TV. You should definitely check it out. Like, if you haven't watched The Shield, you will definitely like The Shield. Did I watch Deadwood? Yeah, me and Sam just rewatched it actually while he was out here. Yeah, it was Deadwood's again probably is in that pantheon of great TV shows. So it's one. I think it's like a top 3, top 4 TV show for me. How about Always Sunny? I think it's overrated trash. Not a popular opinion, folks, but I think Always Sunny in Philadelphia is overrated trash. I don't think it's very funny. I think it's too broad and stupid for me. I see every joke coming a million miles away. I tried to watch it a million times. I think it is garbage. I think if you laugh at it, you're not very bright, honestly. So, thanks for the sub there, Faramir, of course, long-standing. Long-standing person of the channel. So yeah, season 1 of True Detective is amazing. That's in the top 5 probably. What about Scrubs? I don't think Scrubs is great, but I think it's very digestible. Put it on in the background. You're gonna get 2 or 3 laughs out of it. It gets better when they start putting that overarching meta-narrative narrative into it. It has some very surprisingly poignant moments, like that. Is it Brendan Fraser turns up and dies of cancer in it immediately? And it's a broad comedy with like lots of slapstick elements in, but then it'll just hit you with some real shit, and that's like the tone. It's pacing, all really good. Like, it's a well-written TV show. I don't think it's amazing. Like, you know, I don't own it. I don't watch it. But if Scrubs is on in the background, I'm never going to turn it off, you know? It's like a pleasant surprise. So... What do I think of that CSGO news guy? I tried to help that guy. He's, you know, he fucked it up again, didn't he? With that, he published a fucking clearly fake scam email claiming it was real. That SK Gaming still owned MIBR or something. It was like you haven't learned anything from the Mo incident. So, is the Fargo TV series any good? It's great. Season 1 really fails because it starts out brilliantly. Fucking Billy Bob's character in that is amazing. It's got that Tim Freeman or whatever he's called from The Office, who I hate, but he's even tolerable in it because he plays a pathetic asshole. And then the last few episodes of that season are terrible because it hits a natural conclusion, and then it just comes back, and they try and make Tim Freeman character like a badass and stuff, and it's like it's fucking garbage. They really shit the bed with the end of that season, but the rest of it is so good it's worth watching. Then season 2 of Fargo and season 3 of Fargo are fucking unbelievable television, super high quality, great ensemble pieces, great ensemble performances. Definitely watch Fargo. And I don't watch Mr. Robot. I think it's overrated shit. Yeah, Martin Freeman, that's who it is, yeah. From The Hobbit, sorry. Yeah, I hate him. I can't really talk about why I don't like Mr. Robot without spoiling it for people who haven't seen it, so I'm not going to do that. But needless to say, I think this is terrible. Speaking of terrible, this game running on, I'm going to go get something to eat. This is lasting forever. I'm going to get a bowl of cereal. Hold on, be right back. Fucking... Let me just play something while I've gone. There you go, guys. This should. I mean, the only thing that's gonna fucking the only spoiler in this game would be if fucking Renegades come back and it went to overtime. That would fucking spoil my entire day, like, let alone the fucking game.
They just look so bad. This is the thing, people were trying to get me hype about them for the pick'ems and stuff, and I was like, I just don't see it. Yeah, I just don't see it at all.
Immediately don't talk to any of those people ever again. They're absolute cretins.
It's the same thing. They get through the Asian minor, come to the event, have a bunch of hype, because obviously you've got a lot of fan base in Australia, and then they just get banged out in groups by mediocre to poor teams.
Yeah. Every
time.
Nah, this is the end of it now. There's no way. There's no way Renegades goes on after this. No way. Not with that lineup. The Aussies are going to get fucking sent back. 100%, mate.
Yeah, I feel like Nifty can definitely do better, to be honest.
Ryu's come in to build a team with Nifty. 100%. 100%. You know, Ryu goes back with Nifty, discovered him. Clearly what they're trying to set up here is Renegades is going to become an NA. I was just talking about this before you got on the stream. You know, they're fucking Detroit Renegades, right? So like having these Aussies and going through the Asian qualifier is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm not sure about having him as an IGL/AWP though. I feel like if you just unlock him as an
No, you
AWP
can't
or
have
star
him
player,
as an IGL anymore.
yeah,
No way.
yeah,
No
I
way.
completely agree. It's just not working. They've tried it for a while. It's not like this is the only event. Since the last major, actually, I think he's been IGL. I remember he was in the minors.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Random Panda in the chat's like, fucking hell. Hasn't Detroit had enough fucking problems? Now we got this as our CS team. Like, can you fucking not? You know what I mean? Detroit's so fucked up. If you watch Robocop, it actually looks like an optimistic vision for Detroit's future, you know.
Oh, Robocop's such a classic one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remake, not so much.
Nah, not so much. The remake did that fucking thing as well, right? Where, and I hate it when movies do this, but like when he first gets fucked up before he becomes Robocop, and they're like, we brought you back, and he's like, oh, and he goes, but there's been some damage, we've had to replace you. And it zooms out, and he's just like a fucking head on a pillow, right? And he goes, no! Like, I love it, dude. Does the Darth Vader know? Like, no! I'm a head on a pillow, no! It's so fucking hilarious. Like.
Also, one of the things that made the first Robocop so powerful is how they killed him to start off with. It was brutal. All these people around like shooting his arms off and shit. In the remake, it was I opened a car and there was a car bomb in there. Like, come on, mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's such a fucking drop down.
Don't worry, chat. We didn't miss it, but we're talking about Robocop. That's more important than fucking Renegades absolutely shit in the bed like they just did there. But yeah, man, that opening scene with a na. You see, cops don't like me, and I don't like cops. Na. But yeah, basically what happened there, Vince, I'm sure you saw it too. They basically went to, they just put the bomb down and gave TyLoo a round by not having the bomb. So
it's good times, man.
Yeah.
I saw that round as well just before I came online where I can't remember which player it was, but he did a long rotation all the way around the map and just signed Renegades out. Like, mate, please, just unplug me from this fucking game.
I know, man. Like, Renegade, they have been hands down, with the exception of, right, Space Soldiers have looked better than Renegades. VP probably have looked better. I think VP would beat Renegades.
Yeah, I think that would be a really close game.
Yeah. Like, Hardstyle's dropping fucking 10 frags on you. Like, just grow up, like.
Did you see how quick Bialy got the fuck out of there? Right after game. Bye. I'm out. See ya.
A public goodbye tweet as well, like not a statement. Not thanks for all the memories, and I love the fans and I love this. Just bye, like fucking doing a fucking Japanese peace sign, posing for a photo. Bye. This was fucking shit. Unreal. But like, dude, like you saw that fucking Steam chat that got leaked where he was talking to Snacks.
Yeah.
And they were like saying, oh, you know, they get to go to weddings and do all whatever the fuck they want, but, you know, if my relatives died, I'd still have to turn up to practice. There was obviously a hierarchical structure in that team.
I do wonder where Snatchy and Miyu go next, assuming that Pasha does retire and Neo's out. Because Snatchy was like, I wouldn't say that he had a good tournament by any stretch of the imagination, but he had glimpses of like ability with Miyu as well.
Mate, imagine you're Snatchy, right? You fucking finally get the call up to VP, and it's this VP. Like, you know what I mean? It's fucking, come on. It's like, yeah, you get to play for Manchester United. Brilliant. Who's replacing Alex Ferguson? David Moyes? No! It's the fucking poison chalice, like. know.
On second thoughts, I'll just go to fucking Sunderland.
Yeah, exactly. Get me out. And the worst thing is, the rumor that's going around now is that fucking VP is fucking going to pick up a CIS team. So Snatchy's literally going to be in fucking Virtus Pro for all of 5 minutes. Like, he's had just about fucking long enough to fucking get to know everyone's name. And now he's out the team. Retarded. Which is a word I'm told is hate speech these days, but I'm never letting that one go.
It's unreal how many words like that we grew up were fine and now just not okay at all.
It's from the French. I mean, it's under development.
I mean, slow, doesn't it?
Behind time, slow, yeah.
It's a thing that pilots hear before they land, so they don't crash. It's retard. Unicorn pilots. Like... Oh, mate, are we having another tech issue? For the love of fucking Gaben, please! You should take a shot every time there's a tech issue. You would die.
No.
It would be fun for a while.
It's not even 6 a.m. here, Vince, mate. Fucking hell. Hospital, please. Just had a fucking bowl of bran. I fucking shit myself. But yeah, dude, like, this is just insanely bad. Like, at this point as well, like, can we like just coin toss it or something? Like, just get me out, like. No one even wants to stay in the fucking tournament at this stage.
It's just been an absolute shit show. Which is depressing because it's, UK major, so much hype around it, and this is taking the hype away from me.
It typifies what the UK is.
True.
We can... We look good from a fucking distance, but once it comes down to the fucking details, we're fucked. We can't do nothing properly. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. Like, even on the shit that weren't Face It's fault, which, by the way, unfortunately, the book does stop with Face It. The same way when E-League got all the shit at Boston, because there was the internet went down for 2 hours at the venue. Same way PGL takes all the shit for what happened in Krakow, even though it was an ISP issue. The book stops with you. You've got to have a contingency, and then you have to have a contingency for the contingency, and a contingency for that. And if you say it ain't cost effective, well, fine. But the price of not spending the money to have the contingency is when everything goes wrong, you look like a cunt. That's it. That's the price. So, and that's what we got going on here. It's like, Face It have talked a good game about this fucking major, but like this has just felt like watching online matches. Honestly. It's just like, it's just like watching ECS. Like, it hasn't felt like special in any way. The amount of tech problems we're having. It's just like, I don't know. Like they really gotta fucking knock it up a notch for the important games. And when they get to the stadium and everything, they totally have to knock it up a notch. The content better be fucking straight fire. The games better be straight fire. The desk better be straight fire. The fucking stage show better be fucking straight fire. Or, like, this is easily going to be the worst major.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because of all these problems that they've had, I think they've just gone live again, and now they can't hit Azza. So
yeah, they're testing out the footsteps.
Yeah, because all the issues they've had, it puts extra pressure on the latter stages to be even better than they normally would need to be.
Yeah.
So they've absolutely fucked themselves. Like, these are the kind of problems that wouldn't be acceptable if we were watching a really low tier tournament for like 50k or something.
But
this wouldn't be okay.
Like I was saying, if this was ESL would be getting crucified. You'd have fucking Carmack on the subreddit, like, we're so sorry, we're sorry. Please stop wrecking us, we're sorry. Cheers for the sub there. Vista Wow, 16 months. Not bad. Loyal. I fucking like loyalty. Rare commodity in this day and age. Yeah, ESL would be getting wrecked. ESEA would be getting wrecked. DreamHack, you know, Face It, they've just like somehow like got the community like just fully on side. Like I don't, they could fucking, I don't know, invade fucking Poland and get everyone on board, I think. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous how everyone's so blindly fucking faithful. Like, yeah, we love you, Face It, yeah.
Some of these games today, man, are proper rough as well. Like
Oh,
Hellraiser's Optic could be decent, but then you've got Big versus Gambit, Vegas Squadron versus Complexity.
Who have you got winning Big versus Gambit?
Coming in, I would have said Big, but they've looked so poor that I actually am like 50-50.
I think Gambit nicked that one.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And I'll be rooting for them. Because what's brilliant is you're now going to see the full test of Smooya. Cheers for the resub there, Johnny Gazer, 40 months. Thank you. You're gonna see the full fucking. You're gonna see what Smooya's all about here, because like Nex is playing terrible. His team have been below standard, and he's been playing really well in every game. And this is when his rat genetics are just gonna fucking come out to the forefront. The Rat King is gonna be fucking in full fucking flow with his ratty crown of rat tails, and he's gonna be raging at his own team. Why is everyone shit? Why aren't you as good as me? Why can't you play as good as me? Like classic UK poisonous bullshit. Why aren't you as good as me? Have I got to carry this shit team of Germans? Fucking hell. We won 2 world wars. He's going to be dropping all that bullshit, right? And he'll be out the team. the team will just fucking implode. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And this is all hypothetical shit that I made up in my mind, obviously. But that's just UK players, and that's every UK player I've ever played with. Like, a half-decent UK player is the worst person in the world to even try and fucking, contain. So everyone's just disconnected from the server, by the way.
Yep, everyone's left.
Are they using a different server then?
I'd imagine so, yeah. We may have to reconnect to GoTV.
Oh, fucking hell's bells, mate. Hell's bells! Commercial break in progress. Why, when are you going to get a kill next? When are you going to get a kill? I've got 20. I've got a fucking kill. Yeah, classic. You saw that mad tweet he put out like back when it was like, what's better than 4 Germans and 1 Brit, 5 Germans or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they've already fucking... Like, God B won't put up with any shit, by the way. God might seem like a real lovely guy and obviously talks about, like, team effort and all that and, like, very humble in interviews. But when it comes to the team, it's serious business. He's in charge. You turn up prepared and you have the right attitude and you listen to him in game and you don't rage, or he will fucking tear you to pieces, like. He just won't have any unprofessional nonsense in his teams. So I already thought they were fucking testing the water. But like Smooya's been so good in terms of his ability. I think they probably do give him a bit of leeway with all the, nonsense. But now that they're all playing bad except Smooya, this is the test of the team. So when Gambit win, there'll be some delicious salty tweets. We're going to get straight to Smooya's Twitter feed where it's going to be, yeah, well, my fucking teammates let me down. They let me down.
Did you... I've heard some things. I don't know if it's like public or not, but about Smooya maybe parting ways with them after the major.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, at the end of the day, like Smooya will get a good team. Like people will definitely like give him an opportunity, give him a chance, right? But like at the end of the day, it's just like Why do you think Gobby kept Laguerre around for so much? For so long. It wasn't that because Laguerre was doing anything. It was just that Laguerre's attitude was good. He's a good team player. He doesn't rage. He doesn't get upset. He listens to Gobby, So, we'll have to wait and see. Fucking hell, this game's literally never going to end, is it? I can't even connect to the Go TV now.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to see if on the main stream if there's any update.
Yeah, it's just a commercial break. Spanish flea, technical difficulties. And I'll bring up, I've got a screen of, hang on, here it is. Yeah, there you go. I've got a screen of the major set up, so it's just like a little bit of audio. Because I can't go on camera. I fucking look like ass at the moment. Just rolled out of bed. I got a hoodie with like fucking just food stains on it.
Mate, look at Crims's face. Crims's face perfectly depicts how this major's gone so far.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
just the look of, for fuck's sake.
Bruh.
Ya flacita.
Yeah. Actually, no. And that fucking Hiko picture, that's like the trauma, the PTSD you get afterwards. The games lasted forever.
I remember when majors ran smoothly.
Yeah, and then you got Shazam above Crims, like looking like the fucking Green Goblin. So like, yeah, just fucking pure evil. Like, yes. Make the new challenger stage last forever. More attention for me. Take that, Spider-Man.
Guardian literally looks like he's just let out a horrid fart in the player booth. And he's just hoping no one smells it. Please.
Probably has. It's been known. It's been known. Cold Zero. I can't hear the fucking footsteps. Yeah. It's been brutal, dude. It's been fucking brutal. I'm interested now. Like, let's see. I'm gonna quickly do a Reddit check, dude, and see. Like, are people upset yet? Are people like? Put it this way: the level of devotion towards Face It is right up there. Like, they're like Hillary Clinton fans. I'm with Face It. Oh, that's pretty good. Someone's put this logo up. Hang on, let me see if I can bring this up without wrecking the stream.
Either we're working on it, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see what I can do. Let's try. Yeah, there it is. We are working on it, Major. So there it is. Might just leave that there. I could probably make that look loads better, but whatever. I'm technically incompetent, aren't I? So let's just see.
But it also is a way of showing.
Yeah, exactly.
How fucked this major actually.
Yeah,
is.
it's a meta joke. It's meta humor. That's how I'm gonna style it out. Like. So, but yeah, it just hasn't felt like a fucking major at all yet. I mean, it's got some similarities because, like, for some reason, I'm getting up to watch this fucking garbage when. I'm literally sat here watching fucking Renegades play CS. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? There's not enough fucking psychedelics in the world to make this an acceptable use of my time. Like, just fucking bonkers. Like, what else have we got? What else have we got on Reddit? Let's have a look. The Bialy tweet. Oh, yeah. This is the other thing that's been bubbling up under the surface. The whole thing about the FPS on the computers.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the first day. Yeah.
So I've seen like 5 or 6 players complain about it. Now again, players will complain about anything computer related, but apparently they like the FPS has been has been as low as like 120 in smokes and stuff, which doesn't sound great, right?
Yeah, that's actually really poor. Although people are gonna be like, but your eyes can only tell 60 FPS.
Yeah, you're
just
gonna
get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, please.
Oh, could you imagine? Is this possible? Like, could this have happened? Has someone got a souvenir drop signed by Hardstyle? Did he have a signature in the game?
Oh right, yeah, that's true. I don't think he did.
Yeah, did he not have a sticker?
Yeah, he got one. He got 2 Mac 10 kills yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got
that's what I was looking at the front. So did he not have a sticker or a signature?
I don't think so. So I wonder how that works then.
No, well, look, hang on. Someone claims they got a sticker. Oh yeah, someone got a souvenir drop, but it didn't have the sticker on.
Where do you come down with that then, Rich? Like, do you think that I've heard a lot of people say that they would like to have like the coach stickers and caster stickers and all this kind of shit. Like, do you think that we're in a good spot now, or would you like to see it extend to more?
It's kind of tough, isn't it? Because like the reason Valve, I think, don't mind it for Dota is that they're more hands-on about what talent gets to work at the events. And I don't know if you saw, they had this like treasure thing, like a case basically that they opened, and you chose an autograph of your favorite piece of talent, and if you do, they get like a share of the money. I think that's how it works.
Oh, by the way, the GoTV's back up.
Yeah,
it just came back up.
I'm just quickly refreshing because the game is not in my list yet. So there's that. I don't know. I think it's tough because obviously like teams earn their way into the major. People who get picked to work the major don't. I mean, can you imagine like Face It doing a major? Parler gets a sticker, does he? You know what I mean? Well, that's reasonable, isn't it? Everything he's done for Counter-Strike, yeah, brilliant. He gets a sticker, does he? And you know as well, it'd be all them little fucking goony 12-year-olds who think he's fucking... Oh, look, he's pretending to have sex with Device. Ha, ha, ha. Get that sticker. I put Device and Parler next to each other on a gun. Ha, ha. Like, fucking get me out. Get me out. So
I'll mark you down as an avid Parler fan.
It's not that I have an issue with him at all. I just don't think he's very good at what he does, and not like I look at some of the interviewers we've got who come in, know like statistical stuff inside. I think about Smix, how hard Sue works, how she knows all the games, knows all the players, like. Ain't a world where fucking Parler is a better interviewer than Smix. Like, there just isn't a world like that exists.
Yeah, Smix is excellent, and she puts so much work in as well, like asking the other talent about like stats and all kinds of behind the scenes stuff. Got a lot of respect for her.
Yeah, Smix hasn't done a major, has she?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
I don't think she has.
Help us out, chat. Has she done one? I can't think.
Smix done a major? I'm not too sure. But anyway, but I'll also say this. Think about oh yeah, she did the E-League. How can I forget that? The one
Oh yeah, okay.
The one I had her for. Yeah. There you go. So she did E-League. So one major she's done. But she should have more. And then yeah, because she obviously did Boston. Because she did that interview with Skadoodle at the end. Like, see what I mean? My brain's all fucked up.
Yeah. I'm not crying. You are, whole thing.
Guys, it's at 6 a.m. I've been up since like 1 a.m. Give me a fucking break, guys. Give me a break. But anyway, yeah.
And I did like 8 hours
over to the UK
12
for
hours
this
yesterday
major,
as
so
well.
glad I didn't put a fucking
so
shit
understandably, if he's lost some brain cells, I know I sure as fuck have many of them.
Right, the game is fucking started, so I'm just gonna restart Counter-Strike here, guys. But anyway, like Smick should have done way more majors. She should have got a major before we gave her the major. And you know, you look at like Stunner, for example. Stunner's probably a better interviewer than Parler in the short time he's been doing it. So.
Sorry, did you say that you're in the Go TV, or are you reconnecting?
It just wasn't there for me. Like, for some reason, my Go TV, I don't know if it's because I'm on, like, the fucking West Coast and the information's filtering through at a much slower rate or something, but, like, I can hear Bardolph talking, so that's a start, right? So let's get watch matches. Yeah, here we go. All right, we're going in.
Right, this is it's about to get spicy now.
Okay. As spicy as a Vindaloo poo. Alright. So hang on, I'll move off. Oh, wrong one.
Is it an unpopular opinion to hate OJ Borg? I feel like OJ's fucking good, man.
OJ's real good on stage. Knows how to run a crowd. There we go.
What don't you like about him? I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, who doesn't like OJ? Never heard anything bad about OJ before, so.
Nah, he's super easy to work with. He's like a good dude. Doesn't he host a radio show or something on the BBC?
He used to do the
or
cycling
Radio 1 or
for them.
something.
He used to do the cycling.
Yeah.
Right. Let's fucking watch this absolute trash tier shit show. Honestly, now, if 127, 914.
Oh shit, I'm a bit ahead of you then. I won't spoil in your chat.
Okay. Well, it's alright if you do, like I say. They're not here to watch the game, like, essentially. They're here to listen, and the game's background. The game is window dressing. But yeah, like I'm gonna be super sad if Renegades pull this back because of all these timeouts, because they were just done. They were just done. They were ready to get off the server. It's just like so not fucking fair on TyLoo. This is. Yeah, but OJ's a stage host. He doesn't need to know fucking CS. He just needs to ask questions and get you hyped and look good. You know.
He just has so much charisma. It's like you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't deny that. Oh shit!
Oh, things occurring.
They are sure occurring, Rich.
God no. That sounds bad. Sounds really bad. Please, Captain Mo, don't fuck this. Oh, you fucked it, Captain Mo. Oh no, you're the best, Captain Mo. No, you're not. You're terrible. Okay. Oh, execute, you fucking monstrosity! No. Oh, he's got time as well. Come on, you know he's there. You know he has to be there. What insane, terrible 1v1 dance to death is this? Yes. Yes, TyLoo. China #1.
Apparently, I can slow down the time so I can sync up with you again.
Yeah, or I can speed it up, maybe. Someone keeps telling me to press Shift and F2, but I'm scared to do it.
Oh, that's cool. I'll just slow down to you. Are you in the buy time now?
Yeah, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Cool, on the same time again.
Okay, good. Everyone's like, yeah, Shift F2 is the demo UI. Yeah, I know, but like, what if it isn't for some reason? What if I press Shift F2 and someone somehow changed all the settings? Like
it
Sam
shows your porn collection.
Yeah, exactly. Like Sam changed it before he left. And it just brings up my browsing history. That'd be really bad. Really bad. All right. right, let's just end this, please. Come on, TyLoo. Just give them the fucking rabbit punch to the base of the neck and just send them straight to bed. Straight to bed. Thanks very much for the 12 months. You finally hit the year, NT Proto. Appreciate it, brother. And you too, Yuzang1911. He says, I'm losing hair, Rich, help. Do you mean you're pulling it out watching this terrible major? Or do you mean you're just going bald in general? If you're going bald in general, man the fuck up and shave it. Oh, Captain. Thank you, Banter King 115 for the cheers.
Not like this, TyLoo, please.
I know. It's bad as well. They probably got to save her, honestly. I don't think they can get on the site.
Yeah, they should be. They can't buy next round. Why are they even still in a position to fight? Just get out of there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, Bentet's out. He's piecing.
Yeah, unfortunately, what Kamen Man says is true as well. You can't really be fat and bald for some reason. Society frowns on that, so you got to kind of get swole. So just a little tip for you there. I know I don't follow that advice, but whatever, I don't care.
I'm right alongside you, mate.
that legit don't give a fuck. Like, I have no interest in any of the things that being ripped would open up to me, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, the living longer thing is, you know, I'm gonna get into that. But yeah. I've lost a little bit of weight. But
as we discussed yesterday, Rich, you can always just get yourself frozen.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna do that. Just gonna get froze, and then they can just say, "Oh, everyone's swole now. We just use this injection, and everyone just has 0% body fat and lives forever." All right, sound good to be back.
Just inject straight elephant fucking DNA in you or something. Suddenly, just a beast.
Is there anyone left from my time? Just Jeff Bezos. Just him. Did I miss anything? Anything of note? Yeah, there was the Great Clinton Wars of 2028. That was rough. When a withered Hillary Clinton and her acolytes made one more desperate attempt to seize the presidency. But other than that, you didn't miss much, no. Please win this! Yes! Yes, TyLoo, win with a fucking eco! Renegades, you are hot garbage. Never fucking... Never depress me again by making me watch you guys play. Get out. Get the fuck out. That was awful. What an awful fight. Like, you see what I mean, though? JKS, like, just tapping while someone's wazdering it. Not like, it's bad. Yeah, GG. Get out. Get out! And there it is, guys. Richard Lewis right again with his predictions. Classic. Winner. So, yeah, easily one of the worst games I've seen.
Is that a 1-2 match as well? So the Renegades are out now?
Yeah, Renegades are gone. Back home. Go. Be gone.
Right, peace.
Be gone, thoughts.
Had a major
Oh,
this week,
right.
the run is over.
Yeah, and maybe this.
Yeah, Dan and James, better turn that off. So yeah, we just got to wait for the next one now, which I'm not too sure who it is.
It is.
Oh, it's the
Hellraiser's
Hellraiser's Optic. Right, this has actually got potential to be a good game. So
yeah, for sure. Who do you have for this one? I've got an edge with Hellraisers.
Yeah, Hellraisers. Definitely Hellraisers.